harshness had utterly shaped people.
Good morning, and welcome to a very special edition of the RE
Dude,
Source.
stop that. We are not Dateline NBC, and we are not going to roll like that. Nope.
Okay, fine, you do it.
I will do it, dude. Hey, welcome to the RE Source. I'm Ryan Hills. It's April 25th, 1998, and that's Gary.
Whoa, it's not 98, it's 2011.
Well, might as well be, because that's what we're talking about, the lost decade today. And before we get into that, let's talk about the middle class. And why are we talking about the middle class? Well, 99% of us are in it,
Yeah.
and most of our homes that we sell and finance go to the middle class. So we found some staggering facts about the middle class and how they're going bye-bye and disappearing at a rapid rate. So let's get right into it.
Check this out. The harsh reality for today's middle class is that the American dream of a house with a white picket fence may be slipping away. Look, that's a big deal because that is our industry. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Yeah, no kidding. At a staggering rate. The middle class in America is fading. Once it's gone, it'll be very difficult to rebuild.
Now, even more concerning, 1/4 of all the income in the United States is paid to just 1% of the people. That's insane. And from November to December 2010, nearly 500,000 people were added to the food stamp program.
Wow.
And moving forward, 300,000 more people get added each month. Now, here's the kicker, guys. 45 million people are now on food stamps. That's the highest rate since the Great Depression. That is insane.
And look, 61% of Americans say that they always or usually live paycheck to paycheck. This is up 49% from 2008 and 43% in 2007.
So where's all the money going? Well, the biggest share of the nation's economic growth over the last 30 years has gone to the top 10%. And I guess congratulations, if you're making over $160,000, you're in the top 10% of the entire nation. But the average income for the rest of the 90% is only $31,000. Huge gap there, guys.
The loss of income's killing the housing market. Foreclosed homes sit on the market and they depress the sales and property values. And it's only going to get worse. Look, the national vacancy rate right now crept up to 11.4%.
That's more than 1 in 10 homes being vacant. That's crazy.
Insane. Now, a couple of bright spots. Connecticut, wow, 7.9%. But Maine has the highest proportion of empty housing at 22.8%.
So basically, you got any retirement? Sounds like no, you don't, because 36% of us say that they don't contribute at all to retirement. 43% say they have less than $10,000 saved up. I don't think that's going to help anybody when they retire. And 20% have postponed their retirement age. Man, this is a big deal. We don't know how to fix it. We're probably not smart enough to fix that huge problem, but it's going to lead us into our next story, which is called Recovery Redefined. Now, there are several different definitions of the word recovery. The government has their own, the people have their own. Now, if you listen to the government, you would think that we've been out of this recession for quite some time now, but not so. Now, check this fact out. Since the Great Depression, this is the first time that household incomes are receiving more money from the government than they are paying out in taxes.
Take a look at this graph now. Look at 2011. This is the first time household incomes have crossed over to where they're receiving more income from the government than they're paying out in taxes. We have to go all the way back to 1938 to see where that happened last. Now, we feel we match up better with the 1929 crossover because of the apparent double-dip recession coming.
And if you don't agree with us, Gary and I were up late last night putting all these staggering facts together for 2011. Now, remember how we talked about the lost decade at the beginning of the show? Well, here we go. Today, we have roughly 130 million U.S. payroll jobs. Now, guess what? Back in January 2000, roughly 11 years ago, we had about 130 million U.S. payroll jobs, about the same we have today.
Okay, the current median income per household, $49,000.
Yep.
What do you think it was in 1997? About $49,000.
Now here's some more even concerning numbers. There are currently 7.25 million fewer payroll jobs than that of 2007. And the government says that there's only 13.5 million Americans currently unemployed. Another 8.4 million workers are basically working part-time for economic reasons. And on top of that, guys, get this, 4 million people have basically just left the workforce altogether.
Okay, let's put this in perspective. There's about 308 million people in the United States.
Right.
Okay. Let's take out those under 18 and those over 65.
Okay.
That's going to leave us about 114 million folks.
Sure.
All right. Of those, 26 million are currently unemployed.
Wait, you say that like it's nothing. 26 million people are unemployed, guys?
Good point. Okay. That's 23% real unemployment.
Let's put that into perspective that they can understand. Okay, that's the entire state of Texas, the big one, right there in the middle. Unemployed, all of them. That's basically, that's it.
Yeah.
And then you could even probably throw in Montana.
Yeah.
26 million people, guys. Now, this is huge. So, what are our advocacy groups doing to fight this? Well, we applaud NAR for fighting the fight on mortgage interest deduction, but as we just learned, guys, there's obviously bigger fish to fry.
Hey, before we go, tomorrow, Tuesday, is our Homeowner Helpline webinar. If you know someone who's underwater in their house, or maybe you are yourself, get signed up. Click on the banner below.
Hey, and the following day, Wednesday, big day, Mark Savitt and Mike Anderson are coming to Bellevue.
Yeah.
We will be there. We'll be shooting film and getting a lot of questions answered, guys. And if you want to ask them a question, maybe you can't be there, put it in our comment section below. We'll promise that we'll ask them. But if you can be there, it's only like $50, $80, depending on if you're a member or not. Click on the banner below. We'll see you there. I'm Ryan Hills.
And I'm Gary the Hawk Hawkinson.